I knew it. And you guys can claim that I didn't, but I did. I just knew there was a moida. Oh, that feels too quiet. That feels better. This feels better. I knew it. I knew. So it was a moida. Yeah, can't fool me. I knew all along. The stolen turnabout. So this is part 3 investigation. They're not going to count, like, the other day as, like, part of the trial, right? Because, you know, it's like a timed trial, and it's like, oh, you only get 3 days for a trial, because that's the law here, and also every, you know, trial leads to, you know, death penalty, as, you know, for the guilty parties. Which is crazy, that you only give me 3 days to prove that this guy shouldn't die. Am I late? You're not late, am I late? Thunder! What, Thunder? It's the Thunder's here. Thunder, how's summer, Thunder? How's your summer been? Anyways, hello and welcome to another exciting Let's Play. It's your girl Kayleigh Alyssa here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. So they're not gonna count that 1 day. Oh, Pink's here too. They're not gonna count that 1 day as part of the 3 days allowed for the trial, right? Because that'd be crazy if they're like, yeah, now you only get 2 days. You only get 2 days now to prove that this guy doesn't deserve to be, you know, put to death. What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry. I'm much better. I got my antidepressants. I'm on that antidepressants. We feeling good today, right? Baby no money? Anybody? Anybody baby no money? Maybe I'm gonna give her some attention, right? Baby no money? Alright, anyways. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. ADD? Yeah, I do. I probably have that. That's what they told me back in the 90s. Anyway, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just had a nice nap because I'm old. I'm old and I have low T, so I have to take a nap. Also, I only sleep for like 5 hours at night. Second game onward, you have 2 trial and 2 investigation sections. So, aw, dang. Well, that's crazy. That's not fair. Yeah, so as an answer to my question, then, so you're saying yes, that did count as the part of the trial and investigation? It was a different trial. It was a totally different case. I'm not mad at you, Sky. It's not your fault that they wrote it this way, but you're telling me now I've got, like, 1 day? It's only 2 days that you get? And no, Olivia, school's out. School's out for summer. School's out forever. Right? Right, Thunder? Yeah, out for summer. Olivia, school's out. Remember, I was talking about this the other day about how, like, now I can walk a different route, which allows me to get more sunlight on my daily walk, which I didn't do today because it's been raining all day, and I probably could have done right before this stream. It's just cloudy and windy out there instead of rainy. But then I was like, I need a nap. Okay, as a plant? Yeah, well, I do need more sunlight. Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose! I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. Fans hated the investigation section, so they shortened the investigation and made the trial days longer. But I don't mind the investigation. In fact, I kind of like the investigation better than the trials. I gotta be honest. That's more fun. You get to go around and talk to people and find clues. Maybe that's why I might, you know, if that's the case, Now that I think about it, I might actually like the Investigations series better. There's no trial. They probably made that series for the people who are like, what happened to my investigation days? Why are the trials so much longer? Hey, Kayleigh, can you guess what game you're... what game are you playing? I'm guessing that you are playing Subnautica 2. That's everybody's playing Subnautica 2, right? They have 2 whole games on only investigation. I might like those better than what this is. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking at into the KB security murder? Pokemon Emerald? That's crazy. Are you doing a Nuzlocke challenge? Are you doing a Nuzlocke? You should be doing a Nuzlocke. You should do a Nuzlocke.
I think I'm going to head back to Crane Village for a little while if that's alright.
Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the secret urn back and have some people take a look at it.
No, I thought the creator of that game was canceled, so I'm not playing it. No, it's not that the creator of the game was canceled. So the big hullabaloo behind Subnautica 2 is what's it called? Other Worlds? Is that the name of the programmers that made Subnautica 1? Yeah, I noticed that they fixed the vase. They finally fixed the vase. So Unknown Worlds? I think it's Unknown Worlds. Anyways, the original creators of Subnautica 1 and the ones who made Subnautica Below Zero and were working on Subnautica 2, they had a deal with the parent company that like bought them out or whatever. The parent company that bought them out said, "Oh, if you can finish it by this deadline, then we'll, or at least if you can get like a certain amount of sales, I think it was, by this deadline, then." You'll get like a $2 million bonus or some shit, or whatever it is. And so instead of giving them a chance, because as they were getting really closer to being able to do a pre-release like they did, you know, like you can get it in beta form, the pre-release, you can buy it, which everybody in the world bought. Okay, not everybody in the world, but they did. It was very record-breaking, the amount of sales that they got in, you know, pre-release sales or whatever. Before that happened, before they had a chance to, the parent company that owns, you know, them, that was like giving them all of their funding, fired the creators, and so it became like this whole court thing. There was like a whole legal battle, and so it was ruled that they need to be, they should get their jobs back. So it forced this CEO to give them their jobs back and extend the deadline because they would have met the deadline had they not been fired. So it extended the deadline. And so now, and I think they might have just like said they get a settlement too. Yap much. Thunder, I'm answering a question that Sky asked me. Sky asked a question. So the answer is no. The creators of Subnautica 2 were not canceled. Their boss was definitely canceled. And they're currently in a legal battle to gain full ownership of Subnautica 2 so that the guy who was an asshole about it doesn't get any of the benefits from Subnautica 2. So no. No, the Subnautica 2 is not canceled. Yeah. To answer your question, in short, no. The creators were not canceled. Their boss was canceled. No, Mystic Maya! Oh.
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together full of love and happiness.
Well, Thunder, you should have thought about that before playing. You should save and go get some batteries. Where are your batteries? Go get some batteries. You should go get batteries. Always be having batteries. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. You're using a SP? Does the SP not take batteries? What do you mean? What does that mean? It doesn't take like you have to plug it in to charge it? That's weird. Sorry, I never had an SP. You have to plug it in? Or what? Pro's trying to get a niece or second cousin. Yeah, technically second cousin, I guess, technically. Sacred Urn, given to Pearls.
Never remember no fighting, Oklahoma.
It's a rechargeable Game Boy. That's so weird. But the batteries. She's gone. Oklahoma, Nick. Time to get going on this murder investigation. Alright. Well, let's move. Masks hideout. Well. Let's start here. Talk to his wife. See what she knows. Oh, Nicky boy. Maya. Mr. Light. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting the case. 10-hour battery life with the backlight on. None of his cell phones. Okay, that's fair. Sure. I guess I didn't think about that. I just thought because, the Game Boy Advance took batteries, that the Advanced SP would also take batteries, because it's from the same generation. I also never had a DS, so. Alright. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really, are you serious? I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side. Alright. Talk to me about Ron. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. Yeah. Well. And uses French a lot in her conversation. She uses French words in her conversation too. Yeah, don't forget that. Like French euphemisms. She'll use them. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. I don't think the speaker in my Game Boy works. Oh, well, sorry to hear that, Thunder. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? Why does she keep saying that? It's giving Yugi boy. I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief, ha! The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different, and yet be such a happy couple. Pegasus is like the only straight guy in Yu-Gi-Oh! He's only straight because he's married to a woman. Beyond that, he's in every other sense of the word, he's not straight. 100% not straight.
Yeah, they sure are different. Come now, Nicky boy. It's not that serious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day, when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back.
Well, robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears.
Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces, "Please stop it!" He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. Pokemon on the... Oh. Well. I don't know why my game went. Well, you know, you do you, Thunder.
Sometimes you just gotta play Pokemon. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Yeah, I don't know why you do. I don't know why people do in general. Like, you're talking about, like, voice to text? Yeah, that's crazy. A lot of people do that shit. And then just, like, doesn't.
Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked those 2 robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. And he was so scared, all by himself, that he was crying and shaking, all by himself. But he still risked his life for me, all by himself. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better, all by himself. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
That's so romantic! I'd fall in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Yeah, no, there's always a good chance she might be taken hostage, just in general.
Oh, Detective Atme. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atme's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atme knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV.
So then, you went there to ask him some questions?
That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man.
Yeah, I kind of figured you wouldn't use a broken charger to charge your DS. Or whatever.
His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout.
That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. I dared Nick to fumble around in someone's private property. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Mr. Lights, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. Oh my god, Ronnie.
So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLay was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. So where is he getting all his money from? KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. My 1DS is pink. That's great. We love a pink Game Boy. I had a purple Game Boy. I still do, I think. Somewhere around here.
Larry told me it takes about 30 minutes by car.
Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike.
To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying?
Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now?
No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves?
Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick.
Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security.
Oklahoma! It's in Oklahoma?
Let's head over there right away.
Oh, let's head over there right away, Nick.
Alright, CEO's office?
Yeah, CEO's office.
So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What does that mean? What does that mean? No, what?
What has that got to do with anything?
Yeah, exactly! No, really! What has that got to do with anything? I'm gonna remember this. That might be my thumbnail. What has that got to do with anything?
Hey, it's you guys.
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Actually, this might be the thumbnail. Sure was, pal.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Too bad Larry wasn't there that day. Maybe he'd be married to Desiree instead. Oh my god. Well, there's still hope. Because if her husband gets the death penalty, then there's hope for Larry. Maybe I should lose this one just for my boy Larry. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like...
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal. Ho, ho, ho. Now she's actually doing an impersonation. This is fantastic. Oh, that's great, pal. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
Oh, Gumshoe.
It's the perfect Gumshoe impersonation, though. If the gumshoe fits! If the gumshoe fits!
Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. You know he is not. You are the lawyer. You'll forget this, but in... Getting her new husband arrested so he can date her? That's crazy. Talk to me, like lovers do. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
I'm Oklahoma, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on, what about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Oklahoma, I'll tell you. Just don't stand crying on me, Oklahoma, pal.
Oklahoma, I won't cry on you, pal. That's too many Oklahomas. Too many. I'm throwing in my. I'm throwing something. I'm drawing the line right here. Too many Oklahomas.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard.
Okay. Okay.
He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right.
Well, that's rude.
His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 o'clock in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room.
It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Wait a minute! No, I just figured it out. Alright. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
Well, there's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Safe? Well, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Yeah, it took 9 hours. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiards. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Well, I'm not totally convinced it's not Billiards. So, what happened to Master Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. No. No. I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got to what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it, Abney was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heists took place. He was hiding at this crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, because he's the one who stole it.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's one But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Eminan case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
The gem and the thief. Yeah, can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Sorry, Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Hold on, I want to get a closer look at that. Check. Check, please. Check, please. Anyways.
Ooh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy.
It's Rondolite. Yeah, no, I kind of assumed that. It looked like there was something extra on the side of his head.
The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
You alright there, Sky? Your phone's not agreeing with you right now. You and Thunder are having some technical difficulties here.
Yeah, I think he did it that way just 'cause he knew it'd hurt more. Yeah, that's what my gut tells me anyway.
So, who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Goodell? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere.
That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gave me goosebumps. By R.L. Stein. You guys remember Goosebumps by R.L. Stein?
Goosebumps? You...
That's right, I used to read them too. Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. Just showed up and told everyone he was a prosecutor now, and everyone just said, okay. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Okay, let's look at the safe first.
Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
What if he is Doug Swallow from the grave? Who's Doug Swallow? Oh, Doug Swallow! Or better yet, what if it's Phoenix's old girlfriend now transitioned and is Phoenix's ex-boyfriend now? Huh? Could be. You never know. Right?
Think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah, no, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Yeah, because the person who killed this guy wears gloves all the time. I've already figured out the case. I already solved it. Okay? I know what the murder weapon is. I know who the murderer was. And I know Ron Delight's alibi. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Or Pearl's mom, or Red White, or Gaunt. Wait, weren't all of these people put to death by, like, the death penalty? Well, not Pearl's mom. She was just an accomplice. But isn't that the thing? Isn't it, like, the death penalty? If you, like, you commit murder in the first degree or second degree or whatever, that it's, like, or like, accidental murder. Isn't it like a death sentence? Isn't this a capital punishment country? You figured out who killed Bollards? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I know. I think I got it. Don't quote me on that. Actually, you can quote me on that. Quote me as saying, like, I know who did it. I know what the murder weapon was. Yeah, just, yeah. Yeah. You can quote me. So that when the time comes and I'm wrong, you can be like, well, I thought you knew. I thought you knew. You knew who the actual suspect is. You knew what the actual murder weapon is.
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in there, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Gaunt would get it for sure. Red White might be second degree, but he did it while committing a crime, so I think that makes it first degree in most states.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Oklahoma. Shoot.
Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal.
Yeah, and?
Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Former Security Chief Ron Delight.
What? There's something in my mouth. Ron Delight. He was a security chief?
Ron? So he knew about how to open the safe, huh?
Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
So who do you think killed Billiards? I'm thinking Larry or Old Bag. It might be Old Bag, you never know. No, I already know who it is. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the surprise for people who are just enjoying the show. You know? We'll see.
This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so. That's not my, It's like it's her first day on the job.
So, you mean?
Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean? The victim, he was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious, can she?
No, because the safe was open. Oh my god.
Check out this big, thick binder here. It's so big and thick. I have to use both hands to get my hands around it. Oh, so thick and big.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
What? You can't say that after I just said this. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah!
But what did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him.
What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and crime scenes.
Hey, Nick. Look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tear of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole.
So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. That's not what it's worth. That's what he sold it for. Maybe. Right? Because you gotta sell it for cheaper, because, you know, you have to sell it to someone who's willing to buy a stolen item. And they'll buy it at a much lower price than what it's actually worth. Trust me, I watch a lot of propaganda shows, like The Mentalist, or Psych, or other propaganda shows. Leverage is the opposite of a propaganda show. Same vibes, though. Leverage has, like, very similar vibes to, you know, shows like The Mentalist. Those 2000 teens kind of shows, you know? Yeah. They all kind of have very similar vibes. It's based on vibes. You do have to sell stolen items for much less, even if you melt it down and put it together. I don't know why I read your words like that. Sorry, Olivia. I read it like you were like a character who was agreeing with me, like a, you know, some detective in the corner. Despite being about a criminal, Dexter is, in fact, propaganda. See? Anyways, it really is, though. It is. It's propaganda. And that's why I think Leverage feels like it's propaganda, too. Even though, like, it follows the, you know, the thieves, the Robin Hood type characters. There's a lot of propaganda involved. There's a lot of investigating and, you know, it feels like 20 teens propaganda show. Wow, look at that huge framed photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Wow, look at that photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. I think maybe it's like a contextual kind of thing. Like maybe that's the greatest sunrise because it's the day that he proposed or something. Or, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's the context of when that painting, you know, what it's depicting. Oh wow, Thunder, you're back from outer space. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Oh
Hey, cut it out. Don't press that.
my god. That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right here on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Hey, let's just press random buttons at a crime scene. Honestly, I could have told you right away, like, look at the way the button, it's a big red button with yellow and black lines around it. Which usually yellow and black lines like that signifies, like, caution! Like, danger! You know?
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked. Do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night.
So he didn't feel like he was threatened, or he was too far from the button.
Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know.
I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Ooh, a desk!
This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. What is this? Mahogany? Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it! Ah, this is the life.
Falls through chair. Yeah, and the victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Eek!
These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with a bunch of files. Bunches of files, even.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading if you've got insomnia. Despite having grown up so much sheltered, Maya really is quite worldly. Like Homer Simpson?
Fancy import teas sounds great.
I mean, yeah, potentially.
Depends on how they're prepared. You know, like if we're talking about like a nice iced chai, I'm a big fan of a nice iced chai. A nice iced soy chai latte. Does that count as import teas?
I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Alright, why don't we move? Security room! Whoa, what is this? Wait a second, that's an orange jacket! I know someone who wears an orange jacket! Wow, this is really something else.
For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
KB security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey, Nick! What's up? Oh, so he is here! Yo, how's it hanging, Dad? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too.
Hi, Larry!
Here I was, working my fingers to the bone. And then walks an angel! I've got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. He's so cluelessly hopeless. It's both!
I love how everyone just hates Larry now. He's a creep. If he wasn't poor, he'd be on the flight logs. Oh my god.
Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya.
He's a goober. He's a goober and a perver.
But Nick here is a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
With new school attitude. I mean, but that was then. And this is now. So he is a goon! Take that!
Alright, why don't I talk to you about the good info? Goon info?
So what's this goon info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest?
What he said about Pearl was gross. That's true.
Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the goon info?
Your Honor, I couldn't have been at the scene because I was gooning. That's why I didn't answer when someone pressed that button up there. The emergency button. Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Oklahoma, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me.
Oklahoma. So the thing is, Rhonda Light was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
I follow you. Goon. Well, 1 year ago, Rhonda Light was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors. That's why I cover them up with paper. And my suit. All the time.
Monitors?
Ron got the hot chicks at work. Ron's got the... No, we've got hot chicks at home. The hot chicks at home. Oh, whoa, wait. No, it's actually hot chicks at home. Got it. There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams before my eyes fall out, so they can have their eyes fall out.
What teams?
The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business.
So, you're the security guard of a building that employs security guards. You're security for the security? Because normally, like, what, they rent out their services, their security services to other businesses and their buildings. But your job is to run security on the building for the security company.
But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them.
So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long! You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Well, why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment. And I'm dumb.
Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here.
Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick.
Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway.
Oh, anyway, the point is you were here that night, right?
Was that supposed to be an impression of me? That was pretty good.
He wasn't here! Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. That's why the security guard said, according to Gumshoe, that the alarm didn't go off. Because when it went off, the butts wasn't here.
Well, it's like I always say, that was then and this is now. Oklahoma.
It looks like I'm going to have to break his psych locks after all. Well, we can just... Well, we'd only be able to see what the first question is. And I don't think I have what I need. I'm going to examine the room, because that'll give me a little bit more. Why is this such future tech? Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it?
That's right. And the other sleeve, that's left.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen? Huh?
It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason.
So these are the screens you gotta watch. Those screens there show what's going on all over the building. Everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them. All of them.
I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Can you watch regular TV on these too?
If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry.
Hey, Maya, I'm a pro. Oklahoma. Besides, you can't get regular TV on it.
And how do you know that, Larry?
Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation. Alright?
Is that the rainbow room over there in the corner? Let's see what we've got. This looks like a gas station. Sideways tennis court. Movie theater. Bowling alley. Lobby. The other side of the bowling alley. Pie chart room. Rainbow bar graph room. And this is just a regular room.
That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No, Biggie Smalls. I think there's an instruction. Sorry, I thought you were Biggie Smalls for a second there. That's why I said no, Biggie. I think there's an instructional manual somewhere in this room.
Somewhere?
Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency?
Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would...
No! I knew it! No! When he said greenhorn.
Would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork.
Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Did she just break the fourth wall? What's this paper?
Something is written on this poster in fine print.
A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior on command. It's signed Wendy Oldbag. No! Head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real, genuine ray gun.
Yeah, sounds scary, all right.
Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now.
What is this? And why is there a white liquid dripping from it? Was Larry actually gooning?
That's my partner, see.
Your partner?
Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess.
Aha! There's more.
Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they?
Huh? Did you say, huh? Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh, boy.
How did this guy ever get a job here anyway?
This, just gotta check all the little corners. Just gotta check all the little everythings. Okay. Present.
Hey, Larry, there's something I want you to look at. Hey, Nick, I told you, I'm a pro, and you don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, naturally, I've got time for you, though. Maya! We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh?
Tier of Eminon. Okay.
Yeah, the fact that these are the only 4 that were listed, I think that's right. Because the 5th one is the one that was returned, right? Oh, nope, okay. I figured I'd try. I gotta try every little thing. Here, why not? Okay, nope. Alright, cool. What about profiles? Dang. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. I gotta try. Just to see which direction I need to go with this conversation, what I need to present him.
The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to?
No, this actually works better up here.
What, huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? Ah, but that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow, that's confidence! What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... I mean, it could be that.
Because I'm assuming that even if the CEO pushed that buzzer, I have a feeling that the culprit would have just erased the fingerprint. But why? That's the other question, is why would the culprit not want us to know? Yeah, I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I don't think that's the clue, though, is the button. Unless I get more information about that button, and I can prove that it went off. Like if somebody said that they were walking by, I just happened to be in the parking lot, and I heard a really loud buzzing noise coming from the top, you know, or something. Well, let's present more stuff. Just to be sure. Okay. I just had to be sure. I did present that already. The brooch? Okay. Nope. Alright. I gotta check everything. With somebody who's got a lock like that, I gotta check to see if... Nope. Alright. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, what about this wallet? It's a little too convenient that it was found here. Wait. Found in the KB security building at around 1 a.m. at the night of the crime. That might be what I need to present. Because if you found that wallet at 1 a.m. or around 1 a.m., then you weren't in this room when you found it. Or you either found it in this room, because wasn't... He was doing rounds, right? That's why he wasn't in this room. And you'd have to be in this room to hear the alarm? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. It was the wallet. He found the wallet, and that's how we know he wasn't in this room at that time. Take that! Yes! Alright. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. When it comes to a murder investigation, yes. Yes, I do expect you to. Well, I do expect you to remember something that just happened yesterday! What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Do I? Well, I don't know that. I don't. Yeah, okay. Alright. Cool. No, it's fine. It's fine. Shut up about it. Sorry. Doesn't the keycard have a record of when it was used? Well, yeah. But it only says, used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 a.m. And that's the only information we have on that. Let's move somewhere else. Keep working on more information. We haven't been here yet today.
The treasures of Karain exhibit is all ruined now.
Maya.
I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the secret urn back, maybe they can reopen it.
Really?
Sure. Maybe we can label it the Urn of Masked and Mask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. That's probably where the sacred urn was supposed to be displayed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Should I put my attorney's badge there? You know, as a replacement.
I think it's a little too small for that. What about my Magatama?
Now you're being silly. That's definitely too small. It's probably bigger than your attorney's badge, I assumed. I assumed the attorney's badge was like the size of like a normal pin, like a quarter. You know what, let's just move. There's not going to be anything here. Now here, on the other hand...
Oh! It's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for?
So... how's it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean of that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Mask to Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Detective Atme said he got hit on the back of the head with this by the thief, but that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Atme was the real thief. It's still hard to believe.
It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it.
I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself.
Don't you dare touch it.
I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. I promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place. But please be gentle with it.
That pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the secret urn in it.
Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on it.
Grr, I worked so hard to make that box.
Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
What's that supposed to mean? And I was so proud of it.
Slide to the right.
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
It looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures.
Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey, Nick. If she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago.
And when was it that Mask to Mask's calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
You don't have the right to... No! You don't have to blame yourself. No, it's not her fault. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the secret urn after all.
I guess so. No, that wasn't it.
What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at that time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that's the way he always operates.
Oh my god, Sky. Sky has no chill about Adrian Andrews. I mean, I get it. She's blonde and she has glasses. That's kind of my type. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well.
I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back.
Yes, but there's still something that bothers me.
What is it?
I'm not exactly sure. But somehow the urn that came back seems different.
Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
Mm-hmm. Cyclops!
Because now it says Amy like it's supposed to instead of I am. What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews.
So let's just review. So this one says I am. Oh, and I can't present the urn itself, though. I'd say she's involved in bumping uglies with Atme, but we know she's a lesbian. We know she's a lesbian. Like, definitively. That was proven the first case that we met her. She was lesbians. She was in Lesbians with her quote-unquote mentor. The sacred urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. Maybe.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine? Oh, whoops. My bad. Am I supposed to present
Amy Faye's golden statue? Or am I supposed to present look at me? Because his fingerprints were on there? Or am I supposed to present the poster exhibit? The exhibit poster. Or something that shows like the pink paint? No. Oh, this is... There's so many options that, like, depending on what the story wants me to say, like, it could be one of many other things. Maybe go somewhere else and you... Okay, maybe. You know, maybe. You're right. Yeah, maybe I will. Okay, just want to make sure. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops! What did you expect now that they know he was actually masked to mask? Oh, well then. This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? One of the most emotional cases in the game? It's definitely not that. 100% isn't that. Oh, you're not in the Matt Ungard case. No. Wasn't that a totally different game? That was a totally different game! Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart! Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen! Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, yeah, because usually, you know, detectives work in the, you know, robbery and homicide division. They get robbery and homicide cases. Not strictly homicide. I guess it depends on how, yeah. It depends on, you know, from city to city, I guess, department to department. Well, the murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, there's nothing like a good murder case, pal. Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Let's examine. So really nothing to examine here? You gotta be kidding me. Where are all the clues? I gotta look for clues. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet, but there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. I mean, it clearly says I am on the urn and the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. And that's why there's pink paint and, like, splotches all over it. Because it broke when it fell out of that box. And somebody put it back together the right way. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic's Amy's name into I Am. and that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. A lot of people have broken this vase many times, haven't they?
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Karain Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Karain Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Karain Village to do their training, right?
Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is that what happened last year? Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Karain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over, and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? Oh yeah, obviously it wasn't her fault. It was a completely different person that did it.
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
It sounds like being the master of Karain is going to be a heavy responsibility. Yeah, not even in her body. It was a totally different person. It's like Phoenix is remembering this wrong. It was that character that that Olivia really liked. Because she was tired all of the time, and she wore like an orange hat or something. So naturally, Olivia really liked her, because she just likes taking naps. And she wears an orange hat. You can't be angry at her. I'm like, Olivia, she's obviously the murderer! Like, immediately I knew. I was like, she's the murderer! She did it! Like, no, you're bullying her because she likes to take naps and wear orange hats. I remember that. It was funny. Alright, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and present. I was hoping that that would spark, that conversation with Maya would spark, like, me being able to go back to Karain and talk to Pearls or something. Alright, here, we're gonna save. Save, here, save. Back. Present this, and then I'm gonna present this photo. Because I'm thinking it's either that photo, or it's the statue of Amy. Do you know anything about the urns? Obviously, it could be a fake. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Dang it. I don't want to take damage. I'm going to need that for the trial. Then I do have to... it's the statue. It's the statue. It has to be. No, I don't want a hint. I'm just gonna try each answer until I know it's right. Wait. It was my fingerprints were on it! Shit! I don't want to lose any health. I'm gonna need it for later. This is a murder investigation. I need all my health. Okay, let's try it again. Send. It's gotta be the statue. I just gotta go with my gut. It's the statue. Her name is Amy. The vase says Amy. Son of a bitch! Maybe I don't have the evidence yet. Am I supposed to say, like, oh, it's Maya is, you really need to... I mean, I guess. I haven't done that yet, have I? But it won't let me. Oh, there it is. You literally have to go from here specifically. Nowhere else is close enough to the detention center. I already told you it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Oh, tapers. Yeah, no. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday, they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Oklahoma! Let's go check out some other place, Nick. So much for that. No. No. Yeah, better leave. Well, what else am I supposed to do? Let me check back here. Nope, nothing new is happening. What did he want? Whoops. Didn't mean that. But I don't have anything new. I don't have anything new. I have the same stuff I had before. So I gotta present the wallet. The evidence that Larry was not Manning. Yep, present. I've seen it before. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing. "1 o'clock in the morning, that's right. Stepped away from the office. But there's something you didn't think about. My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? How do I prove that it happened after 10? The killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Oh, well, it would have been the card. At 1 a.m. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does, but I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard! Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this keycard. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way. Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. God, no! Unlock successful! Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault.
Larry?
There's nothing I could do! I have important issues to deal with too, man. Like having to go on walks at inopportune times. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened.
Huh? Your Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this. Yup. My Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her, and he was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser.
No, he's not with Desiree. You're confusing the guards.
Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah.
So is that why you left the security guard office? Wow, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? Wow.
He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby.
Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I could do? Anything. Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry.
Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick!
You have to live with that. Okay, well now I can just show him evidence all willy-nilly. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours. Maya!
Huh?
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in my heart. In your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue. Like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks. I try.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Oklahoma, I guess, prepare to be wowed.
Don't groom her, Larry. Whoops. Whoops. Whoops.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you. Huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach.
Do you often adopt that approach?
Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet!
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, Oklahoma. Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please?
Oh, Oklahoma, I just can't say no to you. Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could be. Wah!
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible. Oklahoma, enough already! What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Oh, really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be.
Okay. So 2 distinct possibilities exist then. Either the murderer pressed the button. I don't know why. And then, therefore, obviously erase the fingerprints. Or the victim pressed the button and the murderer erased the fingerprints. I don't know why. Well, the murderer had gloves on. So the murderer wouldn't need to erase fingerprints. What reason would the murderer have to erase the victim's fingerprints from the button? Why even risk it? Because you'd undoubtedly accidentally, you could accidentally press a button when you're trying to clean the fingerprint off of it. What reason would there be? Okay, let's try presenting this again then.
You guys have really made me reflect on the way that I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know.
What are you going on about, Larry?
She had an egg in her mouth for a while that time.
Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. I think you know how much I want to help you. I really don't know what to say about that.
What is it, Nick?
It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant.
Alright, okay, it's fine, I'm sorry. Just wanted to make sure. Alright, I just gotta check everyone, I gotta check all of them!
Listen carefully. Oklahoma, Nick. I know you don't think much of me as a person, but I'm no thief, and I would never wear a goofy getup like that. Nobody ever accused you of being a thief. It's too much work for me, making plans, writing calling cards, etc., etc. I'd rather just pull a dine and dash at a burger joint. Oh, burger sounds good.
Burgers? I love burgers too.
Really? Well, how about it? Wanna go on a burger date? Tonight. At least pay for the food because I'm not defending you again. So was this the card that was used by the culprit that night? Well, going off the serial number then, yeah. This card was used to open the CEO's office door at 1 in the morning. Your client had this card, right? Then it's a no-brainer. He's the killer, man. Ah, that's the wallet I found.
You found it when you snuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right?
I didn't sneak out of work to get socked in the kisser.
Yeah, who is talking to about not defending again, Maya or Larry? Am I right? Right?
If only I had been more responsible at work. I might have spotted the murderer on the monitor like I was supposed to.
Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you?
Yeah, well, maybe it's all for the best. I think it's brought Desi and I closer together.
Hey, so wouldn't this, like, have recordings from that night and you could just look at the camera's recordings?
Just like they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see that old water glass as half full. Am I right?
Now he's starting to sound like the Larry I know.
Don't forget, Nick, half full. So what about this?
Huh? Maya, you shouldn't have. A love letter? For me?
No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter.
What? How do you know about that, Maya?
Huh?
How much is Alexis demanding this time?
Huh? Who is this Alexis?
Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? I'm pretty sure we did.
This is one of Karane's greatest
treasures.
I used to have zero interest in all this old junky stuff. But now that I'm a new person, well, I can kind of see the appeal. Hey, I got it. Why don't we all go visit one of those musty old temples next time?
I think I could actually learn to like this new Larry.
Yeah, but he still hasn't told us anything useful.
It's a photo of the storeroom.
Listen carefully, okay, Nick?
Oh, yeah. Anytime it's a picture of him. Nope. Alright, cool. Cool. Yep, alright. Yep. Cool. Yep, nope, he's gonna repeat about how he wouldn't dress up like that. Alright, cool. And that's another, he's gonna talk about the Priceless Treasures. Okay, cool.
That's not necessary, Nick. You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what I know. I know it's tough to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened.
Larry knows nothing and never will. Well, there's still one more thing I want to check.
Wow, I've never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him.
Yeah, he's like a totally different person.
In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. The CEO of our company. He was a pretty good guy.
Huh, really?
Yeah, you bet. You know how I'm not very good about working hard, right? Oh, yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay.
I see.
I guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So, in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. And don't worry, Nick. I promise I'll hire you for security.
Age 40. Age 48? Okay, there. Nope, he's not here. You sure there isn't more that I could talk to him about? Maybe I missed something.
I'm really sorry, Nick. I swear I want to change my ways. But the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men.
Okay. Dang it. You're not even going to tell me about... Did you go talk after you showed him CEO or showed him the buzzer? Yeah, I showed him the CEO. I did the emergency buzzer. Are you using one of those walkthroughs? You better stop doing that. They never know what they're talking about, trust me. Alright, so I presented all of the data profiles. Gotta go through all of them. Nope. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Talk to me about yourself.
I'm 25 now. It's about time I started giving some serious thought to my life.
Good. That's the way to be. What exactly are you thinking about, though?
Well, you know, my future, my dreams.
Larry, when exactly does this future of yours start?
A man's life begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. I figure I got another 5 years of guilt-free scraps before I have to buckle down.
I'm not. You said if there was something else to talk about, so I asked if you checked to talk. I did. I have. I did exactly that. Even as the last thing you do it well. Well.
Whoa, who is this?
Oh, no, okay. Yep, we already did this conversation part. What about Desiree?
That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time.
A long time, huh?
Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, my,
I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here.
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain.
I can see your eyes and the ears, but the jury is still out on the brain thing. Wow, rude.
Hey, Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Nope.
So about this.
Huh? What's that?
Hey, wait a minute, Maya.
What's wrong?
We copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us.
So, what are you whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just my billfold.
It's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. No, I really want you to show it to me. This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness.
By witness, you mean the guard in this photo?
Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Master Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
That guard, I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately. I kind of feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy.
Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely.
Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully.
But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face?
Come on, we don't have to start with that. Let's just leave it alone.
Detective Gumshoe, what about this person?
Say, pal, to be honest, my head is so full right now, it feels like it's gonna burst.
Note to self, keep hair away from Gumshoe's head. That was a weird thing to say. Okay.
No.
Okay. Alright. Sometimes you just gotta, process of elimination. Present absolutely everything and everyone to each person. Because then sometimes starting new dialogue... Pretty much. Okay. Put this right here. Nope, signs.
This is proof that Ron DeLite was here at the crime scene when the murder happened.
His wallet and his keycard, huh?
I think we need to ask Mr. Delight some more about those two things.
That's it. That's it. Now it's gonna let me. I have a feeling that that's the dialogue that means, that's gonna let me talk to Delight. And we're gonna find out. For sure. Well, actually, let's just in case. Nope. Dang it. Dang it. Just as someone had his wallet. No, I know, but I thought that maybe that dialogue where she was like, "Oh, we need to talk to him more about the card and the wallet." But that was going to be the thing. That was going to be the, oh, okay, now it'll let me talk to him about the card and the wallet. Nope. Dang it. About this blackmail letter.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal.
Do it Desiree just to be safe, maybe.
Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron DeLite anyway?
Well, Mr. DeLite used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit?
Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, all right. So Detective Atme wasn't hit in the back of the head after all?
That's right, because he was a real thief. He wanted it to look like he was knocked out, so he bent it on purpose. I'd stake my reputation on it.
Grr, what kind of a creep would ruin an antique for that?
Or maybe it was used to hit somebody on the head. The thief in the photo taken by the security camera is missing his brooch.
Yep, the thing is, there's no evidence that the photo was tampered with. It was definitely taken at 12:58 a.m. I turned the tables at the trial today with the mystery of the missing brooch. I wonder if there's something more to this missing piece of costume jewelry.
Nope, doesn't care. Yep. The thief in the photo. Oh, yep. Nope, that's the. It just brings up the same piece of evidence. That's cool. Got this right here. Nope. Okay.
Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, Oklahoma, pal!
Does the thief ever send these to the police?
No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though.
That's not what happened this time, you mean? Show them everyone. Well, I will, maybe.
Listen up, if you guys ever get one of these calling cards...
Oh, yeah, we already had this conversation. Last thing. I still got no idea why Master Mask would go after a broken old pot like...
Yeah, I mean, this tasteful old family heirloom.
Good point. Why go after a worthless piece of junk like... I mean, worthless in a good way. I mean, this is a first for the guy. Adrian Andrews hired Atme as security before the calling card even came. I wonder if that has anything to do with how things played out. Maybe. I need to show him all the profiles now then. And I will. Next time on Kayleigh Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry I'm so lost. Sometimes it's tough figuring out what to do in these games, and that's fine. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I got this. Okay? Just be patient. It's all gonna come together. I know what the final verdict is, who done it, how they did it, when they did it, where they did it. But we just gotta connect all those strings together. Okay? So just wait for it. You'll see. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below. Let me know. I don't know. Are you guys into this kind of stuff? Are you guys specifically into Ace Attorney? Or do you like just point-and-click adventures in general? You know? You want to see stuff like that? Other point-and-click stuff? You know? Let me know. Tune in later tonight for the rest of Triple Play Wednesday, where I'm going to be playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 at 7 p.m. Central tonight. So, tune in. Yeah, save there. Until next time, have a great night, have a wonderful week. I love you all. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.